At up to 40 feet long and weighing several tons, they are one of the most spectacular sights in the sea.
There are 28,000 species of fish. About 400 of them we call sharks, and the largest of those is the whale shark. It's the largest of all fish. An average whale shark is twice the size of the largest great white shark. So you're really talking about an animal that is a leap and bound bigger than its next biggest relative. Pretty much means anywhere where it's over about 72 degrees Fahrenheit.
While they may be the largest fish in the sea, the animals are gentle giants.
These are sharks that feed by filtering tiny food items out of the ocean rather than having huge teeth and biting things. They're a very large animal that's feeding very low on the food web. It's pretty much the same way the great whales feed. They're fairly indifferent to the presence of people, and they really present no harm to us at all.
It's amazing to be in the water with an animal 3 or 4 times your size, watching the majestic movement, the power, and at the same time they are so tame, so gentle, so fearless. It's a fantastic thing.
Named for their size and feeding habits, the animals are capable of making vast migrations. Yet despite their enormous size, little is known about whale sharks.
We don't really know what role they're filling in the ecosystem, so we're asking simple questions like how many whale sharks are there and where do they come from and where do they go?
Whale sharks are thought to be solitary animals most of the year, but during certain seasons they gather in large numbers in different places around the globe, including off the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico.
It really is one of nature's wonders.
Major funding for this program was provided by the Batchelor Foundation, encouraging people to preserve and protect America's underwater resources, and by Divers Direct Emotion Club, inspiring the pursuit of tropical adventures and scuba diving.
Cancun, Mexico is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the Caribbean, attracting millions of visitors each year. But just offshore, from the miles of hotels and hustle and bustle, lies a fragile yet highly productive ocean ecosystem. Each summer, the region is home to the largest known aggregation of whale sharks in the world.
About 20 years ago, they mostly come to feed on zooplankton, but when they come to the Caribbean side of the Yucatan, they're here to feed on fish eggs, and they feed on fish eggs and nothing but fish eggs all day, every day, for at least 4 months. It's the most amazing biological aggregation I've ever seen. They tend to be sub-adults, so these are not fully grown whale sharks. They're in the high 20s to low 30s of feet. And they tend to be overwhelmingly male, which is interesting, because if you go to the offshore locations where the really big animals are, most of those animals are female. So there seems to be some sort of segregation in the ocean where juveniles and males go to one place and adults and females go to a different place. We don't really know why this is.
While the animals can dive to at least a mile deep, they tend to feed at or near the surface.
We're pretty sure that whale sharks fall into that feast or famine feeding mode where when conditions are good, as they are here in Mexico, they can eat non-stop for 4 months. But then when they leave, they can go a really long time before they have the need to eat again. And that's how their life goes. They go from buffet to buffet, but they've got to run a marathon in between.
Watching dozens of whale sharks vacuuming up plankton is a spectacular sight.
You sail into this ocean of fins. It's quite extraordinary.